Witchy people again. I have tried to make this video so many times now that it's ridiculous. It will not upload. I swear I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to make this as quick as I can because maybe it's time constraints. I am back from Kansas, and from Kansas I brought some really nifty gifts. So here we go. From my grandma and my aunt's house, I brought chicken feathers. Some really pretty ones. Lots of them. When I asked my grandma's partner, Grandma Shirley, if I could have her chicken feathers, her first thought was, "Don't pluck my chickens!" And I said, "I'm not gonna pluck your chickens. What kind of a person do you think I am?" And then my grandma pipes up and says, "I'll pluck her chickens for you." I'm like, "No, I'm just gonna get your feathers from the ground if that's okay." And she said yes. Same with my Aunt Nancy. You'll notice the theme. Generally, I ask before I take stuff. So, these are my chicken feathers. This one came from a very beautiful rooster. If you can see the colorful sheen on it. I got this bark from a park in Independence where I used to live. I don't know what kind of bark it is, but it's like paper almost, like birch bark, but not the same color. I'm going to use this to like write things on, requests, spells, that kind of thing. From my grandma's house, I got these flowers, which are not as pretty since they've been drying, but I call them trumpet flowers. They are drying naturally. When I went to get chicken feathers from my Grandma Shirley's chickens, because my grandma hates chickens, I found this. It's a little cicada shell, and I collect these whenever I can find them. I just have always loved them ever since I was a little girl. From my other aunt's home, I found these rocks. This one would not leave me alone. Like, I walked up and down her path so many times while we were down there, and every time I was drawn to this one, he literally would not leave me alone. So finally I'm like, okay, I will get you. And I'm glad I did, because he's really pretty. And then his partner that needed to come home with me too. My grandma is a Reiki master, and she gave me the Metatron prayer of protection and abundance. And I'm going to use this as a meditation, because I cannot meditate, but I can visualize. So I'm going to use this for meditation. These are my notes from her. I can visualize Honshazi Shonen, but I couldn't remember how to draw it, so she let me draw it out. And then Chokurei and Seiheki. It's a blank piece of paper. My aunt, who is so awesome and sweet, cut tail. That one got tore off by her horse because it got stuck in the barn board. But these ones she cut from her horses, and I just think they're really beautiful. So that's Rico's. This is Angel's. She was a rescue horse. She was going to slaughter, basically. She was a sales barn, and my aunt saw her and decided to save her life, and she has been like the best horse ever. She has attitude, but she's just amazing. I love Angel. This is actually for my daughter. She loves this little pony named Trigger. He's a little miniature horse, and she rode him for the first time by herself this year. She's only 5. And I'm going to wash this, iron it, and braid it into a bracelet for her. And then I've got my own Trigger hair. Also, from Kansas, my grandpa gave my daughter, my oldest daughter, one of the most beautiful gifts in the world. This is our family fiddle. This makes 6 generations now that it's gone through. And it's broke, it needs fixed. But this is our family fiddle. And my daughter, we're going to get it fixed, and then my daughter is going to play a song for her grandfather on the family fiddle. Now, before I knew I was going to do this, my aunt cut the hair for me from the horses. This bow needs to be restrung, and since you use horsehair for violin bows and fiddle bows, I'm going to see if I can get the horsehair that I've got incorporated into the family fiddle. So then it'll be completely a family heirloom with horsehair from family horses. And then my aunt, who is an amazing crafter, she said that she didn't know why she was painting this, that it just kind of came to her. Sorry. How do we get that on there so you don't fall? Okay. So she's painted this the day before I got there, and I saw her and fell in love. So this is my one-of-a-kind painting that my aunt did. She makes me think of the maiden, the mother, and the crone all in one. I am not familiar with African American goddesses, so if somebody would comment and let me know who you think she is, because I keep wanting to call her Kali, but I know that's not right, but I just need some help identifying her. But isn't she gorgeous? This is my aunt's second painting, third painting, and she did her for me. Gorgeous. Now this was not from my Kansas trip. This was just, I'm home and my boyfriend took me to this cool little place and he got me a bell. I've been trying to find a bell for a while, and this one is the one that sounds the best. Nice, crisp, clear. And then these, they look like little flowers or leaves. And these were 50 cents for all three, and this was $5. So, but that is my Kansas haul, and I am home from Kansas. Blue August, I did get your package. Hopefully you see the other video, and thank you for watching. Blessed be.